the border is secure, and we all know that. And there's nothing wrong at the border at all. Here were here's shots of illegals lined up at the Brownsville airport yesterday with all the government-provided cell phones in hand.
Let's go on a trip.
So great.
Yay. Who paid for those government cell phones?
We did.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, that's great. So where are they going to fly them?
You don't want to know. Like, I know exactly where that specific group was headed.
Oh, you do?
Yep. It's about 5 minutes from here. It's called the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, Pat.
Oh, my gosh. So they're just flying them here
to
the interior of Texas and letting them go.
See ya. Have a good day. We'll see you in April or May of 2027.
Well,
if you're given a court date at all.
Yeah. Or 2035.
What now?
As we're finding out now. Yeah. Some of the court dates that they're promised to come back are in 2035.
I don't like it.
Why even bother? 12 years from now? Are you serious? Nobody's going to remember.
We're not going to be a country at that point. Let's put it that way. So, I mean, it's going to...
You might as well just set them loose and tell them do what you want, because they're going to be so established in the country after 12 years that it would almost be ridiculous for them to show up to their court date. It's almost silly.
You'd be lucky if a judge shows up to that.
Yeah, you really would.
Oh, wait, are we still doing those? Oh, crap. Okay, I haven't done one of these in a long time. You said somebody actually showed up? All right, I'll get down there. Come on.
Who's going to? I have to admit, I wouldn't show up 12 years later.
No.
You know that everybody's forgotten about it by then.
Okay, and then take your chances. Are they going to come and find you? Because Democrats will be out there, and many Republicans saying, "All right, look, they've been here so
a long time.
Come on,
they got here in 2023. What are you going to do? Send them home now?
Right? Come on." They've established their life here. Let's help them, stop living in the shadows.
Right. They were here. They asked for asylum when they got here. And, really, we've given it to them for these last 12 years. Let's just continue it. They don't need to show up. We're in a great position right now.
It's good, right? It's fun.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Governor of New York State isn't looking forward to the influx of illegals in her state.
That's been so fun seeing the left freak out about.
It's, again, one of the most brilliant political maneuvers of all time from Governor Abbott.
Yeah. In fact, my daughter, who goes to college here in the state of Texas, she was given an assignment. What is one of the biggest victories for Governor Greg Abbott, and what is one of the biggest defeats? And far and away, easy answer on the biggest victory was the busing immigrants across the country.
No question. It's helped others feel our pain.
Yeah.
They definitely feel our pain. Here's what Hochul said yesterday.
Well, Reverend Al, hearing the numbers going down is good news, but it's small comfort to us because the word we're getting is that the majority of these individuals who are crossing, and still high numbers, are coming to New York State. And we already have over 61,000, over 40,000 housed in New York City. They're bursting at the seams, and Mayor Adams is doing the very best he can in a difficult situation. We have stepped in $1 billion from the state budget I just enacted. We also are giving legal help to people, and now we're in the position of trying to help find places for these individuals. I asked the federal government to give us emergency funding. I'm asking for federal installations, like military installations, to help out. Let us have a large field and operations. We can put up the tents. You're going to start seeing people living in tents, not just on the border, but in the streets of New York and across New York State, because we've reached a breaking point.
Yeah, you have. Hey, welcome to our nightmare. Yeah, there's absolutely no awareness that we in the Southwest have been going through this every day for 60 years.
Yeah. And she said that the state of New York just budgeted $1 billion. Well, congratulations to you. The state of Texas allocates $3 billion every year, and we've been doing that for quite a long time. Never mind the infrastructure. Like all these people that are landing in DFW, they're going to be sitting out there using our roads and sitting, clogging up traffic, going to schools and hospitals. And maybe not schools, as you saw. There was nothing but men. There was one woman out of like 24 guys standing in line there.
Yeah.
But the hospitals, everything's going to be used. The cost calculated with that. I love how Eric Adams yesterday said, look, when I came into office, that we were a sanctuary city. That's the law. There's nothing I can do. So we're going in front of a judge to try to get that basically tweaked or thrown out or whatever. Like, I love that they have been forced to face what we have been going through for decades.
Yes.
Oh.
And a mere 61,000 extra people have supposedly thrust them into a chaotic emergency situation where they're crying for help from the federal government. Help us. We can't do this. Again, welcome. And maybe now you have a tiny bit of understanding.
I hear you have a lot of empty office space, right?
I've heard
Manhattan.
that. Yeah.
So
right.
That could be somebody's new home.
My gosh. Just to, put a finer point on what this is all about and the realization that is starting to sink in with the left. Let's do a flashback that's kind of making the rounds. Obama's former DHS Secretary Jay Johnson talking about numbers at the border. Check this out.
My staff will tell you if it was under 1,000 apprehensions the day before, that was a relatively good number. And if it was above 1,000, it was a relatively bad number, and I was going to be in a bad mood the whole day. On Tuesday, there were 4,000 apprehensions.
2019.
I know that 1,000 overwhelms the system. I cannot begin to imagine what 4,000 a day looks like. So we are truly in a crisis.
2019 crisis. Remember, he said over 1,000 is bad. This was over 4,000. Right. What are we at today?
A day. Over 10,000 a day.
We're not a serious country, Pat.
Man, it'd be a really bad day for Jay Johnson if he were still in office. The guy would just be continually in a bad mood. And I hate to see that.
Yeah.
You hate to see that with these officials.
You sure do.
Again, they're just getting a small little taste of what Texas and Arizona and New Mexico and California have been dealing with for decades. And they don't like it, by the way. They don't like it. So they're going to Daddy Joey and begging him for help. It's, again, a brilliant political move.